Well, hello there. Yeah, I'm just out here in my yard looking at the 6 cord of wood that I just had delivered. And I was just thinking to myself, this brings me to another story about myself and my opioids that I used to do. Story is going to be called, What Do We Give Him for the Pain? You see, a couple years ago, I wouldn't even have thought of getting this wood. I would never even have brought this up here because I would have had to work. Well, so far this year, we've stacked, I'm getting 6 cord today. I've already got 4 this year, so that'll be 10 cord in a year. That's not bad for someone who averaged walking 184 steps a day at work at one time because he couldn't do it. And now, well, what are we going to give him for pain? This is a story about when I went in for my hip operation. When I went in for my hip operation back in 2010, I was addicted to opioids back then, OxyContin. And when I went in, I was in the, actually went downstairs into the operating room, and the anesthesiologist came down to meet me and said, "Now, you're on what?" And I told him how much I was on OxyContin. He said, "You're in the maximum amount of pain. There's nothing we can give you." And so they thought about it, and they had to go talk to one of the doctors. And the doctor came back and he says, "Well, we're going to have to give you morphine." I didn't have a problem with that. I was already on OxyContin. What's a little morphine? So what happened was that not only did I have a hip operation, but I had an infection on my hip as well. So that means I had to wear a bag around my arm, which went around all the way. I had to sleep with it, live with it for 24/7 because it had a pump in it that was pumping antibiotics into my system for 3 months. So before that, I was in the hospital 3 different times because I had to have my hip operated again because they had to clean it out. Then they had to go back in again and clean it out again. And then they ended up going in and replacing the ball of the hip again. Now this whole time I was on morphine. All because I was addicted to opioids. Now, this further went on to ruin my life in a way that I'm going to be talking about in another video. But my whole point of this is, could you imagine going to a hospital and having doctors and anesthesiologists telling you that you are at the top limit of painkillers, there's nothing else they can do? So what do they have to give you? They have to actually give you stuff that they give to people that are dying so they feel better. Well, that's where I was. I was at the point of dying because of my opioids. And today, I got 6 cord of wood. I am going to be stacking 6 cord of wood. I'm out here with birds chirping. I just have a woodpecker just went to my bird feeder. My life is unbelievable. So please, follow me on bodyandmindredesign.com. If any of this has touched you, if any of this has you feel that, wow, yeah, that was me, and you want to talk about it, you need someone to talk to, because I know there was nobody there to talk to when I was going through all this. And this is what I'm here for. I'm here for you. And no, as I keep saying, I have to keep telling you this, I'm not a doctor. I have no credentials, but I've lived through, and I'm living through everything that I'm talking about. So please follow me Go to Facebook, go to YouTube. There's different ways on my webpage. Email me, let me know what's going on with you. I would love to be able to help you. And coming up is my newsletter. And I will be also having tips and guides and things that I do. But videos from now on are going to actually explain to you what I do and how I've done things and how I get around things. But can you imagine a year ago, I would not even have thought of buying this wood. And now I'm just about to go stack it. Think about it. Do you want to be told, what are we going to give you for pain? Remember, this website is for you. I'm already here, man. I'm right here. I'm doing this crap. You want to do it? Come on. Follow me. I'll try to help you. You have to want to do it. Please, let me know where you're at in your addiction, and I will be glad to give you a hand, a helping hand, a positive hand. Well, I gotta go do the job. It's starting to get windy. Just remember, don't ever let anybody have to tell you, what are we gonna give you for pain?